Hey everybody, it's Riego here. Just letting you know what's going on. I am about to check and see if Riego Travels is available. When I think about it's Riego, it's just too broad. And in the world of the internet, broadness leads to being lost. So I thought about going back to Region Life, but again, that's just vague, and so I'm gonna check and see if Riego Travels is available. But here is something that can help you guys better understand me more. And my mind is classified as ADHD, all right? I'm not hyper, but I have a very, very, very active mind that bounces very quickly from subject. And another part of this mind is if you can't see something on a regular basis, you lose it. And for example, let me tell you about the series of events for today. I purchased a new battery for my truck. I'm about to head out tomorrow, actually, I think, to head west. I'm thinking about going by Denver. My half brother lives there. I've been texting him, so I might swing by and have dinner with him on Sunday night. Then hang out with some friends in Dallas on Monday night, and then get back to Pensacola on Tuesday. So, got a new battery. I tend to, since the truck gets bad gas mileage, I drove my car because the battery I needed was about a 30-minute drive from where I live. So, got the battery, put it in my trunk, and was getting the battery out of my trunk and saw something white underneath my trunk pad. I've got these rubber mats that are on the bottom of my trunk to protect the carpet, I think, anyway. So, and here's what I found. 2 Lands' End shirts were underneath that mat. So somewhere along the way, Riego decided that, hey, let's put those, and I got cardboard boxes in there because back in the day when I was living out of my car, I thought that I might need privacy. So I made cardboard blockings, whatever shades, for the windows. So anyway, they were there, but so somewhere along the way, I decided, hey, let's put those shirts underneath those mats, underneath that mat, so it could keep it flat, which made sense. But as time went on, I completely forgot about them. And I don't know how long they've been there. Because I was living out of my car basically for 2 years maybe. But so anyway, about to put them in the closet. One of them's kind of dirty, so I'm probably taking cleaners. But I've got 2 new shirts. How about that? So that's the plus side of the mind that Riego has, and that many, many, many others have, is we find new things all the time. So that's it. I'm about to go check and see if Riego Travels is available on this big wide internet. And if it is, really think it's serious about moving everything toward that way. So that's it. Life in Riego. I'm gonna put my battery in my truck because earlier in the day I was getting something out of my truck using the remote. It wouldn't work. Unlocked the truck, and I was thinking the battery was bad in the remote, and then a few minutes later I began thinking it's not locking because there's no battery in the truck. So again, more introduction to this mind that I have that share with millions of others. All right, so let's see what we got. Hey everyone, it's Riego with Riego Travels. Yeah, it's on about my 4th name for the YouTube channel, but I think this is going to work best because it's what it's going to be majority about. So, but today, working on the Tundra, and what I'm doing is, I'll show you. Got some black vinyl wrap. And so what I am going to do today is wrap my bumpers. I'm going to wrap the front, the back, and the front. So I'm not going to, well, let me tell you my initial impressions. I actually believe this is going to be a disaster waiting to happen. Why? Because I've watched a few wrapping videos and I get bored with them, really close into them. I've never done this before. So, and I'm not going to make you endure that pain of watching me do this. So, but that's where we are, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get done. All right, talk to you later. All right, on the back, I pulled off the cap, and it's right there. This is what I use for my power. Got a Jackery power station. I've got my heat gun hooked up to it. So let's see what we can do. All right, everyone, here we go. So here's my first quarter of wrapping. So what am I going to do? Go inside and watch some YouTube videos and see if I can figure out how to do a corner. So I got 3 more corners to go. So let's see what I can figure out. All right, everyone, it's Riego. How's it going? It's been a busy Saturday doing little stuff. I want to show you guys my wrap, my bumper wrap. So, see it is right there. So from a distance, we look okay, all right, except for got some stuff right there on the bottom. So that's the back. And that's the front. So, in truth, it looks like the wrap of someone who got some cheap wrap off Amazon, and it was their first try at wrapping something. So, toward the end, toward the 4th bumper, it got a little better, but it still was brutal. So, I'm thinking about paying somebody and getting it done right with some better wrap. But here's what I'm working on now. When I was doing the wrap, I pulled this top off. All right. So that's the top cover to my bumper. And you see I have my license plate on it. What my little ADH mind got thinking about is what happens if I'm down the road on a trip, that thing falls off, I don't know where it is, and of course I get pulled over. So what I'm gonna do is this. It's got squares in there because when this was new, it had these little clips that clipped into squares. So what I'm gonna do is, or what I'm gonna try to do is, have some zip ties here, big old zip ties. And my drill, I'm gonna get underneath it. I should be able to access it, maybe. I don't know. And try to, find 2 spots, one there and one there, on each side where I can zip tie it in. So let me see how it works out, and I'll let you know. Hey everyone, don't know if you can see it. I'll turn on the light, but there's one zip tie, and then here's the other zip tie. Like I said, compared to the cost of that replacement, which would be, gosh, I can't look, but I'm sure it's $100 at least. And I can do it some other day, but right now, better do. So like I said, so now I don't have to worry about going down the road. and my bumper falling off and my license plate falling off. How about that? Riego Travels is going to hit the road tomorrow morning, Sunday, to go back to Pensacola to get the rest of my stuff and to empty out my storage unit and to close that thing out. And then I'll be coming back. I don't know if going there, coming back off time, do some side trips, show you some of the beautiful West. We will see, but that project's done. And yeah, that project's done. It's nice.